it's being talked a lot about spirituality. It's not about talking or reading a book. It's about going through pain. It's about going over obstacles. It's about hitting a dead-end road. It is, you have to go, it's like methodology as well, where the hero is going on his hero journey. But the hero journey is not some kind of American marketing campaign. No, that is not the hero journey. The hero journey is finding myself. It's the self-encounter. And that then has a totally different spiritual connotation. Then it's not up in the air, you know, like a balloon floating somewhere and has no connection to the earth. Then you bring it together, the body and the soul. And this is what it is about. And people don't like to hear it because, well, you have to do something for it. You have to dig deep, and that's painful. That's not nice, because all the truth you're hearing about yourself, about especially your family, your childhood, you have to be a strong person, you know, to let it happen and to hear it, to feel it.
And then when you say this, I realize that, I don't know, maybe we have to make new sense, the new sense of the words. I don't know. Because when I am a very, very Catholic in the beginning of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I quit.
Because religio, from the Latin origin, it's your coming back to your origin.
Reconnect.
Exactly. So it's a reconnection within yourself, and that makes perfectly sense. But as we are human beings, you know, with all the desires of power, of creating anxieties, of whatever greed there is out there, a religion was used as a measurement to actually enslave people or just make them obey, because it's like a legislative, you know, religion. Is like you have to obey certain commands, but you don't have to obey them, because you know it, every child, every human being, we know exactly what is right and wrong. We have that inner sensor, that inner knowledge, every one of us.
And then when we are talking about 3.0, this is not this concept of the forgiveness to Holy Mother and something like that. What, in your opinion, we are talking about? Because when the humanity start, we say that the man was very primitive. The man was capable to murder another man because of food or because of a beautiful woman or something like that, because it's very primitive. And 3.0 is not this kind of go back to home, but it's go back to home before this, of like a paradise. Everything is good, everything is right. If I respect your rights and you respect my right, my boundaries is very clear. But I am thinking that this is a kind of religion, I think, not religion in the dogmas and the rules, but it's a kind of reconnection to something bigger.
Yeah.
It's not possible that in this connection we come back to lose ourselves to something bigger. it's possible that we can make this connection with something bigger.
No, I experienced it myself. I experienced it in Chartres, the 7 days when I was there. That's the reason I quit my job afterwards, because it happened all in this 2018. I had the most loving, most deep self-encounter with my eye. That was the starting point. I was almost flying after the self-encounter for weeks. And then I went to Chartres. So the self-encounter was in May 2018. And in June 2018, I spent 7 days in Chartres. And in Chartres, I mean, I was crying, I was weeping, you could call it constellations / self-encounters, like all the time, constantly, without any people, just within me. I was talking to the sculpture of Jesus. I was seeing Maria. I was really, I never had such an experience. I'm not religious. I was Catholic. So many years ago, I exited the church. Nothing like this was ever on my mind when I went there. Nothing like this, you know. And then when I came there, I had this enormous, yeah, you can call it spiritual experience. But it was a very grounded one, very, very, very grounded one, because of, it was a combination of feeling all the pain inside of me, but still knowing that I'm protected, I'm loved, and I'm taken care of. In this cathedral, I felt like, I mean, when I went through the labyrinth, I even saw exactly this entire cycle. Before I came to Earth, the minute I was conceived, and then going through my life. So in all the different stages in the cathedral that we visited, from down to the crypta, which was very intense, up to the cathedral itself and the labyrinth, and then we even went up, you know, to the roof area. In all the different stages, I had these extremely heavy self-encounters within myself that the people around me didn't notice at all. Nothing, you know. I told Vera when we had this discussion about the labyrinth, and she said, like, I didn't notice anything with you. Nothing. I said, yeah, it was all happening inside of me. Or when it was dark, I was crying, tears were running down, you know, my face constantly. Or I saw inner images, had inner conversations, really constantly, while we were around this cathedral. So it was quite a heavy process for me, and this powerful side opened a lot within me, and that is the reason why. And it never left me since then. It stayed with me, and I thought to myself, okay, this is the start of the feeling. I don't say this is it. I say this is the start, when I'm grounded, but still I'm connecting to the above, you know. Or you can do it like this, you know. And this is, for me, it's absolutely magical.
But you know yourself, it's a meaning of a big sense.
Yes.
I could understand.
Yes.
Like you in the universe.
Yes.
Something very, very big.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. And remember as well, I have 20 years of self-encounter. Don't forget that one. That's also a difference between also you and me. Yeah.
I never forget this.
That is also something. And I could live the former life I had perfectly. But when I had this 2018 self-encounter with my eye, forget it. No way. No way. I remember it was like you think 90% is fine. No, you have to do the 100% now. You think you can only say 90% of what you want? No way. 100% I want of you. And that was difficult. That exactly, to cross that barrier, that was very, very difficult, because it would mean exposing myself, being naked, being completely naked. That was difficult. But I couldn't, my body was fighting against me. And my mind was going in hyper mode, you know. But whenever I stayed true to myself, even if I was pulling all my clothes off in front of a person, even at work, then my body stayed calm and my mind stayed relaxed. And this is why also this journey is always, can only be taken individually. There is not, there is no legislation or standard religion that you can, you know, put on everyone else. You have to really find your own thing, what it is about you, what is your inner wish, what is your inner desire, what makes your body sing, you know, to what's your own frequency, kind of, that makes you swing naturally, that makes you feel, you know, in tune with yourself, because it's your individual music, your own life music, your own frequency.
This is a very, very fresh air now when you say this. This is a very fresh, I feel all my body in the fresh air.
Mm-hmm. And it's really, I think it's like, you know, like a plant or like a flower, when the wind comes and you're like, you know, rocking forwards and backwards, and it's, and this is, I think, what it is, you know, that is for me consciousness 3.0.